Ladies and gentlemen, imagine this. A man walks into a room and within seconds he's already noticed three things about a woman. And you won't believe what second is. It's not her body, it's not her outfit, and it's certainly not what most people think. Yet these three things can make or break the instant connection he feels even before a word is spoken. Today I'm going to reveal the secrets behind exactly what catches his attention first and how you can use this to unlock undeniable attraction without trying too hard. When a man first notices a woman, he is not looking for the details women often obsess over: the perfect hair, the flawless makeup, the outfit that took 45 minutes to choose. What catches his attention first is something far more primal, far more instinctive, and far more revealing: the energy she carries into the room. Long before he registers her appearance, he registers her presence. Presence is not a body part, but the body communicates it before anything else. Your posture, your pace, your stillness, your confidence, they announce you before your voice ever does. Picture a woman walking into a cafe. Two women might look identical in terms of beauty, but what sets them apart is how they move. One enters apologetically, as if she's trying not to take up space, shoulders slightly hunched, eyes darting around, scanning for where she fits. The other walks in with the quiet assurance of someone who knows she has the right to be wherever she chooses. She is not arrogant, she is simply aligned with her self-worth. A man's attention gravitates toward the second woman instantly because her presence expresses something powerful: I value myself. Men aren't necessarily looking for a confident woman because they've studied psychology or emotional intelligence. They respond to confidence because confidence simplifies everything. A confident posture communicates safety. It tells him you are not seeking validation, you are not performing for approval, and you are not auditioning for acceptance. You already have your acceptance within yourself. This subtly shifts the dynamic. Instead of him evaluating you, he becomes curious about you. Curiosity is the spark that begins attraction. Posture is the body's way of revealing the inner world. When your shoulders are back, you signal openness, courage, and self-trust. When your chin is balanced, not lifted in ego, not lowered in insecurity, you show grounded confidence. When your steps are intentional and you're not rushing or shrinking, you signal that the world can move around you, not through you. These signals are subtle, but they speak loudly, especially to men who are subconsciously scanning for emotional clues. Men do not simply notice beauty, they notice how beauty is worn. Think of presence as a silent conversation. Before any words are spoken, before any introductions happen, your body has already said a full sentence about you, and that sentence is either, I am comfortable with who I am, or I am hoping people like me. Men are wired to respond to the energy that feels most emotionally secure, because emotional security creates attraction more reliably than physical attractiveness alone. When a woman carries herself with intention, she becomes magnetic. She doesn't have to be the loudest in the room. In fact, the most magnetic women are often the quiet ones, the ones who move with grace, who stand with poise, who occupy space without begging for attention. This kind of presence is powerful because it's rare. It's not taught in school, it's not sold in stores, and it's not created through trends. It's cultivated internally. A man subconsciously notices this energy instantly because it signals something essential: emotional availability without emotional desperation. A woman with strong presence doesn't appear to need him. She appears open to connection but complete on her own. This is the balance men respect the most. Men are instinctively drawn to a woman who seems like she lives a full life, not one waiting to be rescued or validated. A major part of presence is body awareness. When you are grounded in your body, you don't fidget to fill silence, you don't shrink to avoid visibility, and you don't rush to escape discomfort. Instead, you allow yourself to be seen without fear. That's attractive, not just to men, but to anyone. People gravitate toward individuals who are at ease within themselves because being around them feels easier too. You can see this difference clearly in social settings. At a party, some women constantly adjust their outfits, cling to their drinks, or hover around their friends because they feel exposed without distraction. Others stand with relaxed elegance, engaging in conversation or even standing alone with comfort. Men notice that, not because they're judging, but because they're reading signals. The women who are centered in themselves always stand out. This kind of presence doesn't come from thinking, how do I look? It comes from thinking, how do I feel? When you focus on feeling grounded, feeling aligned, feeling worthy, your body naturally reflects those qualities. You walk differently, you carry yourself differently, you enter rooms differently, and a man sees that before he sees anything else. This is why posture and presence are the first things men notice. They reveal whether your confidence comes from within or whether it depends on external approval. Men can sense when a woman is performing confidence rather than embodying it. Performance looks rigid. Embodiment looks effortless. Performance looks like posing. Embodiment looks like living. The most attractive presence is not loud confidence, but calm confidence. You don't have to dominate a room for a man to notice you. You simply have to be at peace with yourself. Peace is powerful. It communicates emotional maturity, stability, and depth, qualities that make a man think there is something about her. Presence creates intrigue. Intrigue creates curiosity. Curiosity creates attraction. Your posture also tells a story about how you treat yourself. If you move through the world as if you matter, men pick up on that instantly. If you walk as if you're apologizing for existing, they pick up on that too. Men are drawn to women who appear to honor themselves. When you demonstrate that you value your space, your time, your peace, and your energy through the way you carry yourself, it tells him something crucial. If I want to be in her life, I have to respect her. And that sets the tone for the entire interaction. Long before he knows your name, presence is not something you fake, it's something you practice. Straightening your posture isn't about appearing taller, it's about reminding yourself that you deserve to take up space. Slowing your pace isn't about moving elegantly, it's about moving intentionally. Holding your head up isn't about confidence in your appearance, it's confidence in your worth. When a man sees a woman who carries herself like this, he doesn't think she's trying too hard. He thinks, she has something I want to know more about, because men are not just attracted to how a woman looks, they are attracted to how she lives within her body. They are drawn to the subtle cues that suggest she has emotional strength, self-respect, and standards. Your presence sets the tone for how people approach you. If you carry yourself with dignity, people approach you with respect. If you carry yourself with anxiety, people approach you with hesitation. If you carry yourself with neediness, people approach you with caution. But if you carry yourself with calm confidence, people approach you with curiosity and admiration. A man's first impression of you is shaped by the way your body communicates your inner values. Not your style, not your figure, not your beauty, but the energy that flows through every movement you make. That's what he sees first, and it's the one thing you can refine without changing anything external about yourself. When people talk about what men notice first in a woman, they often jump straight to physical features, her body, her hair, her outfit, or her face. But what most women don't realize is that a man's attention doesn't begin with attraction, it begins with perception, and perception happens through the eyes. Before he processes beauty, before he analyzes shape or style, he registers one thing more quickly than almost any other signal: your eyes. Not because he's evaluating your appearance, but because your eyes tell him something no other part of you can reveal so immediately: your emotional truth. Eye contact is one of the fastest, most instinctive forms of communication between two humans. The eyes carry warmth, curiosity, confidence, fear, boundaries, and desire all at once. When a man looks at you, he isn't just noticing color or shape, he's noticing connection. He's noticing whether you feel approachable, distant, confident, insecure, interested, disinterested, or fully indifferent. It's the emotional tone behind the glance that shapes the entire interaction. Think about the last time you felt drawn to someone without even knowing why. Chances are it started with the eyes. It wasn't what they wore or how they looked, it was the way they looked at you, or the way they looked around the room. Human beings search for emotional information long before they search for physical details. And in that emotional search, eye contact is the first and most honest signal. When a woman holds eye contact, even for a moment, she communicates a sense of presence. Not in an intimidating way, but in a grounded, self-assured way. A 2-second eye lock is more powerful than any compliment about your looks. It tells a man that you live in your body, that you're not trying to escape the moment, and that you're confident enough to be seen. Being seen is vulnerable, and vulnerability is magnetic. It invites connection while simultaneously setting a tone of strength. Some women avoid eye contact because they worry about seeming too bold, too flirty, or too forward. Others avoid it because they feel shy or uncomfortable, or because they haven't yet learned to feel safe in their own presence. But here is the truth most people don't tell you. Eye contact is not about seduction, it's about safety. When you look someone in the eyes, You're telling them they can trust that you're exactly who you appear to be. You're not hiding, you're not performing, and you're not pretending. You're simply being there. Men pick up on this instantly. Even men who aren't emotionally intelligent or introspective can feel the difference when a woman's eyes express sincerity and groundedness. Your eyes reveal whether you are genuine or guarded, whether you're curious or closed off, whether you're soft or hardened. And because men are drawn to emotional signals far more than they admit, eye contact becomes one of the strongest first impressions you make. There is also something uniquely powerful about the way a woman looks away. When she looks away with a nervous flick, it signals insecurity. When she looks away with a playful softness, it signals charm. When she looks away with confidence, it signals standards. Even the way you break eye contact tells a story. Men are attuned to these shifts more closely than most women realize. Eye contact also reveals how much you are willing to receive. Not just receive his attention, but receive admiration, kindness, or connection. Some women crave connection but struggle to receive it. And the eyes are where that conflict shows first. A woman who can hold eye contact without shrinking shows that she is open to being appreciated, but not reliant on it. That combination is irresistible because it blends openness with independence. When a woman avoids eye contact entirely, it's often because she fears judgment. But men rarely judge a woman for looking at them. They judge the insecurity that makes her feel unworthy of being looked at. You don't attract a man by trying to disappear. You attract him by standing fully in the moment, even if only for a few seconds. A soft, steady glance is a quiet declaration of worth. There is also a playful aspect to eye contact that sparks chemistry instantly. When you catch someone's gaze unexpectedly, there's a small jolt, a moment suspended between two possibilities. That moment is where attraction begins. It's not loud, it's not dramatic, it's subtle, intimate, and electric. You can create that moment on purpose, but only when your eyes reflect genuine emotion rather than manufactured confidence. Your eyes convey curiosity. When you look at a man with genuine curiosity, he feels chosen, not in a desperate way, but in a selective way. Curious eyes say, "I see you, and I'm open to knowing more." Men crave that feeling because it makes them feel seen in a world where they often feel invisible. You can give that feeling without saying a word, but your eyes also convey boundaries. A steady gaze can tell a man, "I am not easily impressed," or "You can speak to me, but you must speak respectfully." Boundaries aren't communicated through harshness. They're communicated through clarity. The eyes are one of the clearest channels for that clarity. Eye contact also makes you memorable. A woman can walk past a man who finds her attractive, and he might forget her within minutes. But if she looks at him, even briefly, with warmth or confidence, he remembers her longer than he ever expected. The eyes leave an imprint that the brain struggles to ignore. Another reason the eyes matter so much is because they reveal emotional alignment. When your eyes and your energy match, you appear authentic. Authenticity is more attractive than perfection. A woman who looks at a man with genuine emotion, not forced flirtation, not exaggerated confidence, makes him feel safer opening up, safer being himself, and safer pursuing her. Men pursue what feels emotionally safe, even if they don't articulate it that way. The opposite is also true. When your eyes show guardedness, fear, bitterness, or distrust, a man senses it even before he understands it. It doesn't mean he judges you. It simply means he notices that there is a wall he would have to climb, and many men would rather walk away than climb a wall they weren't invited to approach. The eyes reveal resistance far quicker than the words do. Eye contact is also the foundation of chemistry. Chemistry isn't created through appearance. It's created through emotional exchange. A shared glance, a lingering look, a subtle smile held in the eyes. These moments create tension, excitement, and connection. They make a man think, there's something different about her. They make him want to step closer. They make him want to know more. Your eyes are also a mirror. They reflect how you feel about yourself. If you look at someone with self-respect, they feel it. If you look at someone with desperation, they feel that too. Eye contact reflects your internal beliefs louder than any words could. When a man sees certainty in your eyes, he feels drawn toward that certainty. When he sees insecurity, he may feel protective, but he may also feel unsure. The way you use your eyes can either elevate a conversation or end it before it begins. A gentle gaze invites connection. A sharp gaze challenges it. A soft gaze encourages trust. A darting gaze signals discomfort. The emotional message behind each look is fast, raw, and honest. And because it's honest, it's powerful. Eye contact can be one of the simplest yet strongest tools of attraction, not because it manipulates, but because it communicates authenticity. Men don't fall for the perfect woman, they fall for the woman who makes them feel something, and the eyes are the quickest path to feeling. A man can look at a woman who is physically stunning and feel nothing if her eyes are cold or detached. He can look at a woman with average features but captivating eyes and feel instantly intrigued. Emotional connection outweighs physical perfection every time. Your eyes are not just a feature, they are an experience. And when a man experiences the sincerity, the softness, and the confidence behind your gaze, he feels a pull he can't explain. Not because of beauty, but because of emotion. Not because of appearance, but because of presence. And it all starts with a glance. A smile is one of the most underestimated tools a woman has when it comes to attraction, yet it is one of the most powerful. Many women think men are primarily drawn to physical features, body, hair, style, but men are wired to notice something much deeper and much subtler: emotional signals. And one of the strongest emotional signals a woman can give is her smile. Not just any smile, but the kind that radiates warmth, presence, and authenticity. The smile is a language without words, a silent but potent way to communicate approachability, confidence, and joy. When a woman smiles genuinely, it signals emotional openness. Men are naturally drawn to women who appear available, not needy, not desperate, but open enough to allow connection. A real smile communicates that you are comfortable in your own skin, that you are not hiding behind walls, and that you are capable of sharing joy and warmth without losing your self-respect. There is a subtle magnetism in this. Men are drawn to women who seem to embody happiness from within, rather than relying on them to generate it. This is why a smile is more powerful than any outfit or piece of makeup. It is an unspoken demonstration of emotional completeness. A smile can communicate more than words ever could. When you meet a man for the first time, before he hears your voice, he notices the energy you project. Your facial expressions carry emotional information. Your eyes, your lips, and the curve of your mouth can all convey interest, openness, and warmth. A smile can soften your face and make you appear more approachable. Men are drawn to that approachability because it feels safe. Safety, even at a subconscious level, is incredibly attractive. A man wants to feel that the woman he is interacting with is emotionally present and welcoming, and a smile is the fastest way to communicate that. It's important to understand that the type of smile matters. A forced or polite smile communicates obligation or discomfort. Men can sense this almost immediately. But a genuine smile, a smile that comes from your eyes, not just your lips, communicates authenticity. It shows that you are engaged in the moment, that you are enjoying yourself, and that you are confident enough to allow vulnerability without fearing judgment. A smile like this creates chemistry. It signals that you are approachable but not available to just anyone, establishing an unspoken standard of selectivity that is incredibly magnetic. The smile also has a psychological effect on the person who sees it. Smiles are contagious. When a woman smiles genuinely, it often evokes a smile in the man as well. This creates an immediate, subtle bond. Chemistry begins in these small, unconscious exchanges. Men feel seen, understood, and welcomed simply by being in the presence of a genuine smile. That initial spark of emotional resonance is often what differentiates an encounter that fizzles from one that evolves into curiosity, interest, or even attraction. Another layer to the power of a smile is its ability to communicate confidence without arrogance. Confidence is magnetic, but arrogance can repel. A smile demonstrates that you are comfortable with yourself without needing to prove superiority. It signals warmth while maintaining strength. Men notice this combination instinctively. A woman who smiles with warmth and authenticity appears both inviting and self-possessed, which is a rare combination and deeply attractive. Beyond chemistry, a smile is also a way to set tone and boundaries. When you smile, you are communicating. I am open to engagement, but I am selective about whom I let in. This subtle message is extremely powerful because it communicates approachability without desperation. Men respect women who can balance warmth with discernment. A smile can convey friendliness, interest, humor, or intrigue, all without a single word. This versatility makes it an incredibly effective tool in any interaction, whether you are meeting someone new or deepening an existing connection. The psychological effect of a smile is profound. Studies show that smiling releases endorphins, not only in the person smiling, but also in those around them. This means that when you smile at someone, you are creating an immediate positive emotional experience. Men are drawn to experiences that feel good, and your smile creates that. It's a shortcut to creating a memorable impression. A woman who smiles in an authentic, engaging way is not just visually appealing, she is emotionally magnetic. It's also worth noting that a smile can change a man's perception of your overall attractiveness. Men often report that they feel more attracted to women who appear happy, approachable, and emotionally engaged, even if their physical features are not traditionally perfect. A smile adds warmth, personality, and energy to a woman's presence, enhancing the qualities that truly make her unforgettable. Physical features alone do not create lasting attraction. The emotional signals a woman gives, especially through her smile, are far more impactful. Another crucial aspect is timing. A well-timed smile can transform an interaction. It can diffuse tension, communicate humor, or signal shared understanding. A playful smile can introduce flirtation. A warm smile can create trust, and a spontaneous smile can create connection. Men often respond unconsciously to these signals, interpreting them as signs of emotional intelligence, presence, and engagement. Mastering the timing and authenticity of your smile can therefore be a game changer in building attraction. Smiling also enhances the communication between your eyes and your mouth, creating a full expression of authenticity. Men subconsciously read the micro-expressions in a woman's face. When your smile reaches your eyes, your face communicates integrity and emotional transparency. A smile that doesn't reach your eyes can appear superficial or mechanical. Men are extremely sensitive to this distinction, and they are naturally drawn to faces that convey genuine warmth and engagement. In addition to creating attraction, a smile can also protect your boundaries. When used consciously, a smile allows you to engage without overexposing yourself. You can remain polite, approachable, and engaging while still controlling the pace and depth of the interaction. It's a subtle form of emotional control that communicates strength wrapped in warmth, a combination men notice even if they can't put it into words. Finally, the most powerful smiles are those that come from joy and self-possession rather than calculation. A woman who smiles because she is genuinely enjoying the moment, because she is comfortable in her own presence, or because she finds amusement in a playful exchange, radiates an energy that no external beauty can replicate. Men are drawn not just to physical features, but to the life and warmth that shines from a woman who enjoys herself. A smile, therefore, is not merely a facial expression. It is a signal, a tool, and a form of communication that conveys openness, warmth, confidence, and emotional intelligence. Men notice it because it represents something far deeper than skin-deep beauty. It represents presence, authenticity, and emotional strength. A genuine smile communicates that you are approachable but selective, confident but warm, open but grounded. And in the subtle, unspoken language of attraction, that combination is profoundly magnetic. In many ways, the smile is the bridge between appearance and emotional connection. While beauty may catch a man's initial eye, a smile keeps him engaged. It signals that you are someone worth knowing, that you embody emotional stability, and that you can share joy without losing self-respect. The women who understand this, who harness the power of a smile intentionally yet authentically, create interactions that are memorable, magnetic, and meaningful. When a man sees a woman smile in a way that is genuine, he doesn't just see her face. He feels her energy, her warmth, and her presence. And it is that energy, more than anything else, that captures attention, sparks curiosity, and ignites attraction. A smile is not superficial. It is a superpower, a language of emotional truth that speaks louder than words, gestures, or appearances.